has another call after this, so I want to be respectful of her time as well. And my team is always like a few minutes late or 5-ish minutes late. Like we're always running late to everything. So I know there'll be more people hopping on, and I had like 15 messages asking if this was going to be recorded. So yes, we were recording, just clicked it. If you guys can just make sure you mute yourselves as you hop on. And I am going to share my screen so we can go over some announcements. And okay, so first off, hopefully you guys listened to the National Wake Up Call this morning, because we had Darren Olian and Isabel Deichler talking all about Shakeology and giving so much knowledge, and it's Shakeology's birthday, so we're celebrating that too. So hopefully you were on the wake up call this morning, or you've listened to the recording, or you've scheduled in your week when you're listening to the recording, because those are so important to be on. And then the next thing that I want to talk about is tomorrow night. We have a live power hour with Danielle at 4 p.m. And then we have the Jubo call at 6 p.m. So make sure you have that on your calendar as well. And then Thursday is payday and rank advancement day. So I know we have a lot of girls pushing for Emerald and Diamond right now. So make sure that you are solid and that you make sure all your coaches are active and you know where you need to be. And also, you know, whatever else you need to get done before Thursday to hit your goals. So why don't you guys chat in where you're at right now, Success Club, and what your goal is for the end of by Thursday for this week. It's over halfway through March now. It's the 18th already. I can't believe it. I feel like this month has just flown by. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. Daylight savings like hit me hard, and I was struggling for like a hot minute after daylight savings to like get back in a normal routine. But chat in where you're at and what your goal is for Thursday. And Saturday, we actually will not have the coffee chat. That'll be canceled this Saturday just because we're going to be headed to the cruise. Woo woo! So excited. And so we will not have coffee chat this Saturday, but we will pick that back up as soon as we get back from the cruise. And then down here, I want to remind you guys that Thursday and Friday this week, we are doing our VIP bootcamp preview party. So if you don't know what this is, then go to the events of our team page and click the event and read all about it. But basically, it's just a free group like we do coaching information sessions, only it's about a boot camp. So we're giving people like a preview into what a boot camp is, because so many people are like, what the heck is a boot camp? And a lot of times as a new coach, you know, inviting to something that is completely free is takes a lot of pressure off of you. So we're trying something out, and this is the first time we've done this for a boot camp, but I'm really excited about it. So basically Thursday and Friday, you just invite your people to the free group to check it out. No pressure, no commitment, just for them to learn more about what a boot camp entails. We'll obviously go over the UPF since that launched today, and we will go over other programs and just explain like what BOD looks like, what, you know, the nutrition looks like, what our accountability system looks like, all of that to give people the inside scoop into what a boot camp really is so they can make a decision, and then we'll show packages as well. So it's a really pressure-free way for you to invite people to get more information. So make sure you should have a goal of having like at least 50 people in that group, you guys. Like, it is a free group. Go invite everyone you've ever talked to that's ever been interested, and you know, your people, that your future prospects as well. Okay. And then Coach Summit, you guys, if you haven't registered for this, like you need to have registered like 3 weeks ago. Like, I don't know what you're doing. But I want to remind you that the very last time that this is going to be on sale is March 24th to the 31st. It'll be $165, which is like $130 off of the normal price. So make sure you don't miss that. We have a file in our team page as well, updated for everyone that is going to Summit, and making sure that you guys have housing accommodations and everything like that. So if that's what's holding you back, like, stop and get registered when that sale happens. Even if you're a new coach and you're planning to earn your ticket for free, buy it anyways, because if you earn your ticket, you can get refunded. But you don't want to miss out on the sale. And literally, this is the most incredible and most important event of the year. If you're at all serious about growing your business or just want to grow as a person, then you need to be at Coach Summit. So get your butt there, find a way, like help a few people, and boom, you've paid for your ticket. It's not that hard. Okay, Ultimate Portion Fix launched today. Woo! I am so excited, you guys. If you haven't gotten that, you need to get it, whether you are someone that likes containers or not. Like, I don't care if you love 2B Mindset. If you guys know, I'm sure you know who Ashley McClellan is. She spoke on our team call before. She's awesome. She's a huge 2B person. But she saw the opportunity to help so many others with the containers. And even though she failed at containers before and felt like 2B was her thing 100%, she still bought Ultimate Portion Fix and she's doing it now. And in the last 2 weeks, she lost 10 pounds. That she was like a major 2B person, but she found that this new way of the containers helped her get over her plateau and really change her diet and get her back to where she needed to be. So don't, count things out until you've tried it. And you never know, even if it's not for you, it's going to be for someone else in your market, some of your prospects. There's so much value and so much knowledge in here, and it's a ridiculous price. Like, there is nowhere else you could get that much nutrition knowledge for that price. And the coach pack, the coach kit is only like $81 with your coach discount. So get people helped with the nutrition Ultimate Portion Fix. That's $20 off challenge packs this month and $10 off the kit. Get it yourself. I'm doing the certification, and I highly suggest every single one of you do that as well. It's a really great thing for you to have, on your coach resume and to better help your clients see results as well, because that is why we're here as coaches. I know you guys are my tribe, and my struggle has always been nutrition. And what I hear all the time from my challengers is always the nutrition struggle. So jump on board with that. And then the new 21-day Fix and Fix Extreme workouts go live April 1st for those of you that have Ultimate Portion Fix. So we will be doing an Ultimate Portion Fix group as well. Ditch Your Diet is what we're calling it. And so hopefully you had people in the UPF launch party thing, and now you're ready to get them enrolled and set up. And once they have, then they can join that group, and it's going to be a nutrition focused boot camp. However, people can still be doing workouts as well. So you can hear more details about that. And then Super Weekend is coming up April 12th to the 14th. If you don't know what this is, it's an awesome time for you to be able to get together with other coaches in your area. It happens all over, so go to the FAQ and look at the locations and find one near you and get your butt there. You get to do a workout. You get to learn, you get to hear from other coaches that are rocking it and hear trainings, and then you also get to hear about new things that are coming out and things like that. It's a really awesome way to just kind of get connected with people, especially in your area. Like, that's a really cool, because so many of us are so far away and we only see each other virtually, so getting to find other people near you is a really cool experience. So find a way to get there and find one near you. And if you don't have one near you, then host one. Okay, I want to celebrate our girls here. So Hannah is Success Club starter month 1, and she is like one coach away from Diamond in her first month of coaching, which is freaking incredible. So stoked for her. It's totally happening like really soon. And then Aaliyah here is in month 2 of Success Starters, which is incredible. She is 1 month away from earning that free Coach Summit ticket and a special guest gift from me. And then Tina is our newest Emerald coach this week, and she is crushing it. She already signed up another coach this month, so I'm super excited for her as well. And then I want to let you guys know, I posted this before, but if you hit Diamond this week or next week, and this is whether you have been this is a new Diamond, or if you were a fallen Diamond and you just haven't been Diamond this quarter, then you get a special gift from me. And this is for my whole downline, not just my personally sponsored, and it'll be something fun from the cruise. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And then right now we are at 29 lives changed, which is like, we're at the 18th of the month, and there are so many more people that need our help. And especially with all the things going on with Ultimate Portion Fix and the new 21 Day Fix coming, and now, you know, the Transform 20 packs are still going, and we have so much happening that there is no reason that there should not be so many more lives changed up here. So I do want to celebrate the girls that have already gotten their butts up here and have helped, you know, 3 people. We have Haley and Heather and Lacey, which is incredible. And then several of you that are pretty close to getting over there, and you still have plenty of time, and, you know, get people in that preview party so that we can get them all the information they need and help them make that decision. And then let's change like way more lives this month, because this is a low number for our team. And I know that we are capable of so much more. And there are so many more people out there that need what we have to offer. So don't be shy about sharing this gift with people. Okay. Finally, I am so freaking excited right now. We have Kelsey Hill tonight, and she is incredible, you guys. I put the title as How to Slay Social Media, because if you do not follow her, like, you need to go check out her Instagram. She is a 5-star diamond, but in 7-star qual right now, which is incredible because she's only been a coach for 1.5 years, you guys. So that just shows you what is possible. And I heard from Rachel Hollis in her new book. I was listening to it on the way home today. And one of the chapters, she was talking about we as women, especially, how we like look at people that have done something incredible. And instead of making that the reason why we can do it too, we like to make it the reason why we can't. And so I want you guys to look at Kelsey or me or Ruth or, you know, whoever it is that you look up to, or these people that you're hearing speak on these calls and the incredible things they've done. And let that be a fire for you, that is the exact reason that you can achieve it too. If it's already been done, you know it's possible, right? Instead of looking at it like, oh, wow, she's incredible, she's on another level, I could never do that. It's a reason for you to see that what is possible and that you can achieve it too. So she's also a 2019 elite coach, which is incredible. Like, this is the top of the top of the top of the company. And it's something that is such an honorable thing. And that is incredible. I'm so proud of her. And she's also hit Success Club every single month she's been a coach, you guys. And this is one of the most incredible things, because you guys know Success Club is the building block of this business. And that means from day one, she came in and she went all in, and she has made it a non-negotiable to make this business serious and change lives every single month. So way to go, girlfriend. And she also started during college like I did. So that's really cool. So those of you guys that are in school or have full-time jobs, then she knows what it's like to be busy and working this business and still see success. But I think what we all want to know is, you know, how she has presented herself in such a way on social media and grown her following so fast in an organic way, which is something that I really appreciated about the way Kelsey has grown her Instagram following, her brand, built her brand and everything like that, is she's done it in an organic way. So she's not paying robots to go buy her followers. Like, these are people that are truly engaging with her, which is really awesome and something that we are all looking to get from our social media as well. So Kelsey, sorry for like all the announcements and everything, but go ahead and take it away, girl. I am so excited.
I am so excited to be here. My like heater just came on, so I'm sorry that if you guys can hear that, but I'm sorry. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys about social media. I am gonna go ahead and share my screen because I have a little PowerPoint. Okay, can you guys see this? Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, cool. So I am going to be talking about how to grow your social media, like / how to slay it, how to, you know, all the things. I started coaching like a year and a half ago ish, a little over a year and a half ago. And I absolutely love to go back and I love to look at my feed because these are the first couple of posts that I made when I was starting. And obviously you can see there's a little bit of I had a little bit of a glow up when it came to my feed, but I want you guys to realize that that is going to happen. No matter what, you are going to have a glow up. No matter if you have the best training tools in the whole entire world, you just are going to find who you are. And through consistency and staying on track and, showing up for yourself daily, you're going to just like find your flow, find what you're good at, find your style of things. And we literally all start from ground zero. And I think that's a huge thing. And also I'll answer questions at the end, just so you guys know. But I think a huge thing is we look at other people's social media and we don't really like think that we can do that. And I know that I had that self-limiting belief too, because I thought, I could never get 10K. I could never get 20K. Like I was happy with, 1K, like 1,000 followers. Like I was so happy with that. And I had no social media experience. I had no business experience. I was a psychology major. So I had all of the reason not to do well in this business, but that didn't inhibit me whatsoever. I was willing to learn. And that's the biggest thing. Like if you don't know something, go out and find a way to learn more about it. And that's how I learned how to, handle social media better and how to figure it out. I was watching other influencers. I was watching my upline. I was just like being shown things and I was actually implementing them versus just, sitting there and like kind of feeling sorry for myself. Like, oh, my pictures will never be as good as hers because, I live in a basement or, I'm whatever the case may be. I lived in my mom's basement. So it was very dark and I had to find good lighting. Like I had all the excuses in the world and you kind of just have to like swipe those away because none of those excuses matter because there's always going to be a way to overcome those excuses. So we all start from ground zero. We all have 0 followers. We all don't know how to, grow our social media. We don't know anything, but the difference between a good coach and a coach that falls off is a good coach and a great coach actually goes out of their way to spend time to learn things and to grow and to see where, they fall short and where they need to pick up and learn more. So I'm going to be talking about growing your social media. And this is like growing your social media deals with basically everything. Like if you are good at your content, if you are good at consistency, engaging with your followers, understanding your insights, all of those things, that's going to help you in your business. That's going to help you grow your social media. That's going to help you just be a better business owner. And all of those things just like play back and forth. I know that I'm hitting at Success Club, 80 plus because I am consistently trying to grow my social media. I'm consistently trying to get more eyes on my feed and I'm showing up on there every single day. So we're going to be talking about these 4 things just in a little bit more detail. So you guys have heard it before. Consistency is absolutely key, but you guys consistency doesn't mean showing up once a week or twice a week or even 3 times a week. It means showing up every single day. And your consistency is going to be what literally makes you successful or what makes you end up losing whatever, just falling off because you have to be consistent. There are going to be hard times that you have to push through those hard times. You have to be a go-getter on social media to attract any go-getters. So I have so many coaches that come to me and I don't know, I can't find coaches that want to work. I can't find, all of those things. Well, your social media is a storefront of your store. And if you aren't showing up consistently on there, and if you aren't going out of your way to present yourself as a business owner and a person that's actually working and running their own business, then of course you're not going to attract any other people that are go-getters and want to create a business and want to show up for themselves daily. You have to be willing to do that and be willing to 10 times that. So people are always watching you no matter what. So you cannot just take a week off and be like, oh, I'm gonna, even on the cruise this week, I know the Wi-Fi situation is going to be a little rough, but you bet your butt I'm going to be posting when I have Wi-Fi, and I'm going to be paying for Wi-Fi because that's important. And yeah, I'm on vacation, and yes, like, time away is important, but at the same time, like, I want to be posting on social media because I know if I took a week off, a lot of people would be wondering where I am, and they would be like, okay, well, if she takes a week off, like, she's going to be taking a week off of being my coach. Like, I don't want to sign up with her because, she just isn't as consistent as I thought. So you have to constantly be proving people wrong, and by doing that, you're showing up. I remember when I first started, I had so many people doubt me. I had so many people laugh at me. And in the back of my head, it was like, all I have to do is keep showing up for myself. And, I'm a year and a half later, and all of those people that doubted me or laughed at me, or whatever the case may be, want to be on my team now, or want to be a challenger, whatever the case may be, because I consistently showed up. So just prove everyone wrong. You can and you will do this. You just have to have that belief in yourself, and you have to stop making excuses for yourself, and stop letting those self-doubts inhibit you from actually, from leaning into your full potential. And you have to lean into the fear in order to create that full potential. So focusing on your content is so important. I started coaching a little over a year and a half ago. Like I said, I was posting 3 times a day. So I was going to school full time. I was working full time. I was posting 3 times a day, no matter what, because that's what I was told to do. Now, there's going to be coaches in the network that tell you to post 9 times a day, and there's going to be coaches in the network that tell you to post 2 times a day or 1 time a day, whatever the case may be. You have to at least post once a day. And I think Instagram has really kind of made a change to it's more quality over quantity. So you want to really make the one post that you make very valuable. And the whole point of this is Instagram is wanting savable content. They're promoting savable content more. And what that means is the book, you guys know what it is. The bookmark, on your posts, that black, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe, there we go. That black thing, that is, you can bookmark your post or not. So it is super important to be creating content that's savable and content that's worth sharing, because what you want is you want people to bookmark your posts. You want people to comment on your posts, and you want people to like your posts, especially within the first hour, because that is going to tell Instagram, okay, this post is doing good. People are liking it. They're going to put it out into the world more. So they're going to put it on the Explore page. They're going to put it in other people's eyes and let other people see it. So you want to be making sure that you are really focusing on creating content that's worth sharing, that is something that people want to go back and look at later. So especially as a new coach, you should be really, yes, we always talk about the 5 things that make you you, which is so important. Yes, do those things. People are going to like the things you talk about that aren't fitness related. They're gonna love your workouts. I totally suggest posting a workout every day, and a workout once a week or whatever the case may be, on your feed, and then a recipe, and then you really just need to sprinkle things that are actually valuable. So motivation, inspiration, struggles that you're going through, how you overcame them. Talk about your life. People want to know you. The best compliment you can ever have is, oh my gosh, I feel like you're my best friend, and I know who you are, and you have no idea who that person is. But that's the best kind of feedback you can get, because I want people to feel like they have that in on my life, because that's the way they are going to trust me, and that's the way they are going to come to me, because they know they can trust me, and they're not coming to me because they want to sign up with Beachbody, because they don't even know I'm doing Beachbody. They're coming to me because they trust me. They see me getting amazing results. They see me loving the life that I'm living, and that's why they want to sign up. So I think the most important thing to realize also is you have a story. Everyone has a story. And I struggled, like my story isn't like crazy, like, you know, I didn't have like any life dramatic changing events or anything like that. But I have other people that relate to the small things that have happened in my life. And there's other me's of the world. So no matter what, you always have a story, and you always have a story to tell, and you should always be telling that story over and over and over again. It obviously different wording, all the stuff, but people should have it ingrained that like they know your story, because that is what's going to set you apart from other coaches and from someone signing up with this coach versus that coach, because they relate to you, they relate to your story. And not everyone will relate to you. Not everyone will like your story, and that's okay. You do not want to please everyone. And that's the biggest piece of advice I could give you, because so many people get worried about not pleasing every single one. You don't want to do that. If you're pleasing everyone, then you're not being yourself. You have to be you, and you have to be, you know, really geared toward who you are as a person, and you're going to figure it out if you don't know that yet. I have figured out who I am so much through this process, because I'm forcing myself to like sit down and write these captions and think about my life. And yes, sometimes it's hard, and yes, sometimes I don't want to share the things that I like am sharing, but I know that, I mean, obviously I would never share like anything I really don't want to share, but you know what I mean? Like, I am sharing things that are hard because I know other people need to hear what I have to say. Even if it is a little bit harder for me, those people are going to be the people that need to hear it. No matter what, there's going to be one person, whether they message you or not, or whether they reach out to you or not, that need to hear what you have to say. So you have to say it. And you really have to focus on your content. As much as you know, we love a great sweaty selfie, you can't, no one's going to bookmark that. No one's going to save that. No one's going to, you know, find that for inspiration later. So you have to make content that is worth like people saving and having that inspiration. And like your caption should take you, like my captions take me like 20 minutes to make, like 20 plus minutes to make. And I'm constantly like, you know, I think of a couple words here and there, and always just be writing down things that, like, I always come up with great captions right before I'm going to bed. And it sucks because I like have to take out my phone and like write down these things. But like, whenever you have like that little bit of inspiration, like, stop what you're doing and actually take the time to write it down, because those are like the best captions, and those are the captions that people need to hear. And always have like a stockpile too, because obviously we're all busy and we don't always have the time to like write out this long caption. And you don't have to write out long captions all the time. I personally do write out long captions, and that's just my audience though. They really gravitate towards those kind of captions. And it's just kind of what I've trained them to love. So you have to do you, and you have to know what speaks to your audience. But at the same time, you can still find an inspirational caption that's short, and you can still, you know, find a motivational post that's short. You just kind of have to relate it to you and figure out what works best for you. For creating better content, these are like my top tips for how I come up with the content that I do, because I always get that question. Personal development is huge, you guys. Like, all the time, that is where I'm not rewriting what they're saying. I'm taking one like sentence that they said, and I'm relating it to me, relating it to my story, and then just taking that and just like running with it. You know, one sentence I could think of like 5 different captions for. So you have to just kind of sit down and think and relate it to your life, and like whatever you're trying to work on that week, whether like you're trying to promote coaching or whatever the case may be. So take that one sentence, and just make it a caption. And then Pinterest is a huge one. If I'm like lacking inspiration, I mean, these are all the things I use for when I'm lacking inspiration, but Pinterest is huge, just like searching quotes and then kind of like going off those quotes. Other non-Beachbody influencers, that's huge. Do not search other Beachbody coaches and then like find inspiration through them, because they're already speaking to that audience. Like other influencers that you absolutely love that speak to you, go on their posts, don't copy it word for word, but like take it and, you know, like make it your own post and find inspiration through that in order to recreate a post of yours. Past posts that have done well. This is kind of something we'll talk about when we go over insights real quick, but just posts that have done really well. You're going to have posts that do better than others. It's just how it is. Not every post is going to be awesome, but find posts that have done well and recreate those. Chances are maybe it's your story or it's a vulnerable post. You can like I've shared things over and over and over again because I'm constantly getting new followers and they don't know that part. So make sure you're going back to old posts that have done well because they can always do well again. And then also ask your followers what they want to see more of. Make sure you're interacting with them. Make sure you're engaging with them and seeing what they actually want to see, because they are obviously, if they want to see those certain posts, they're going to engage with you more and they're actually going to want to give you feedback. Next one is engage with your followers. Just like I said, use all of the tools that Instagram has given, because that's why they do those things. They want you to use those features. And if you use those features, if you use polls and if you use questions and like that heart thing that slides and other people answer on it, even if it's like, just like randomly asking whether they're a night owl or they're a morning person, those people that answer, they're going to see your post more. Those people will see your post more, and your post will like get in their feed just because they interacted with you. So I purposely do polls and questions all the time, just so people that usually don't see my posts more often. Comment back on every single comment. This is huge. You just want your followers to know that you're a real person, and the more comments that you have in the first hour of the post, like I said, the more it will go out on Instagram, the more it will be on the Explorer page. So you want to make sure that you are like, as soon as I post, I usually post at like right now, and I will be on my phone for an hour and I will comment back. I'm that creepy person that comments back like 30 seconds after they make the comment because I'm refreshing. And I don't even care, because that just helps my post more. Also, bookmark your own posts. Like, help yourself out. Make your boyfriend do it. Make your mom do it. I text my mom every single night, bookmark, and she knows to go on my feed and to bookmark my posts. My boyfriend also comments every single post. And he like thinks he's cool and like creative with his comments. I'm just like, I just need your help. But replying back to them, also like replying back with questions, that's gonna make them comment on your post again. So that's gonna help you engage with them even more. And that makes you just a real person, and more people are going to comment on your post if they see you actually engaging with them and if they actually see you commenting back on them. So also go out of your way to ask your audience questions. And this is like not fitness related. People want to know you're a real person, like I said. So I'm a dog mom, and I ask about like dogs all the time. I like anything and everything. Like I used to dance. I ask about my dancers who are following me. My grandma got me into sewing recently, so I've been talking about that. And those are the things that are going to make you different from someone else, and people are going to value those things. I get so many comments, so many DMs. I love the fact that like you love your grandma. Like I value that so much. Like I'm so happy for you and your grandma. And that means the world to me, because they know that like I'm obsessed with my grandma. So it's just things like that, and they're going to relate to me because chances are they're probably obsessed with their grandma too. So it's things like that to connect with your audience in a different way, and to you have to not always like want things from them, because if you're constantly wanting things and if you're constantly asking them to, say yes and for more information or whatever the case may be, if you're constantly asking, they're not gonna say yes, because you're not giving them anything. You're not giving them value. You're not giving them anything for them to say yes to, because they don't know. They don't know who you are, and that's what they want most. They don't want Beachbody. They want to know who you are, and they want to feel that connection with you. They sign up with you for a reason, and you have to remember that. So you have to make that connection with them. So this is understanding your insights is really important. I look at my insights like I look at my coach office every single day of my life, like 3 times a day. So this is for you guys, if you have a business profile, you guys should all have one. It just, you can see your insights better. So I'm going to look at my phone while I'm doing this, and I just got a new phone, so I like don't know where anything is. I don't know where this button is. Okay, so for understanding your insights on, why can't I see this? What is going on? I usually like can see the number at the top, and now I can't. It's because Instagram changed things and I updated it, and don't update it. They suck. Okay, anyway, so understanding your insights, I finally found it. It's really important to look at these every day just because you can see where you're at for the week, and you're always going to have better weeks than others. You're always going to have weeks that like kind of like fall short, and like you have negative numbers in like impressions and reach, and then you're going to have weeks that do amazing. So for activity, I don't really look under that much. But for content is when you go at the top, you see that number, and then you click on that. Yeah. For content, you can see what your feed posts are doing, like whether they're getting reach, which ones are doing the best, and that just kind of shows you what you're kind of bringing to the table that week. It shows you, you know, how those posts are doing, how your audience is reacting to those posts. So that's something that I look at a lot, but most of the time I will look at that. You can go to like see all for your feed posts, and you can see what you did for the whole entire year, and you can change it from like engagement to how many follows you got from that post, from how many impressions, how many likes, and that's just helping you and seeing where, you know, what post is doing the best. Most of the time the best post also has the best follows, you know, all the things that it all like coincides with each other. But that shows you that, okay, this post did amazing. In 6 months or like 3 months, 3 to 6 months, I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna recreate that post. So just a way for you to know what your audience likes. And this is changing. Like for me, when I used to look at this, it used to be all transformations. Like, I'm not kidding. The first like 10 were transformations. And now it's a little bit different because I just found a better way to create like savable content on captions. So that has helped a lot. And then for audience, this shows you how many follows you're getting for the week, which is important, but it also shows you who your audience is. So their age, and then also like how many are women and how many are men. And this is really, I think, important. Just like for me personally, I obviously speak to women more. That's just who I am. And so I want obviously more women followers. So when I first started looking at my insights, I had 50-50. And now I have 70% women and 30% men, which is like exactly what I want, because I don't want men to be following me. I want more women because they're going to engage with me more. They're going to be me, like they're going to relate to me more. So that's something that just to focus on. And then it also tells you the times that your followers are most active on Instagram, which is super important because I do have like a myth that you should post consistently every single day at the same time. Obviously, like it's okay to mix it up if you can't post at that same time, but I do think that you should be as consistent as you possibly can, because people are going to check your page. So they're gonna know, like, okay, if you post at 8, like they're gonna specifically go to your page then. They're also, I forgot to say this, they're also going to go to your page if they know that you post a workout a week. So you're gonna have all these different followers, like ones that just want your workouts, ones that want your recipes, ones that love the fact that you love your grandma, they love the fact that you love Harry Potter, whatever the case may be. You're going to have all of those followers. So you need to make sure that you're constantly like giving them all the value that they need. So that's a huge thing. Just make sure that you're constantly like just giving little tidbits of yourself and little jabs of yourself. For actual content on your post, so this is a post. The next picture is, and this is a post that obviously like did well. I usually don't get 7.4K, I wish. And I usually don't get 879 bookmarks. But that is a good post because it got out into the Explorer page, and you can see at the bottom from Explorer. So that's why I got so many follows from it, because it went on the Explorer page and Instagram just pushed it out more. And this happened, like my posts usually, like I can tell when a post is doing good over like a 4 days. It usually like goes out on Instagram and I'm continuously like getting followers from it. And that's just the importance of creating good content, because I mean, I post a picture of myself every single day. Obviously that caption is what drew people in and made people want to comment, and then just made Instagram love the picture even more and just like keep putting that out there. And also, this is just kind of a side note, tell your followers. Like I tell my followers all the time, like if you bookmark this post, like I appreciate it so much. A lot of people think that you can see who individually bookmarks your post, and you obviously can't. So like tell your followers to do that. Like tell your followers to engage with you, because that helps you, that supports you. Like tell them what to do, and chances are they'll do it. Like ask them questions on the post. I know for a fact that on the weekends I get less engagement. So that's when I try to ask questions more, and I like try to make them engage with me because I know I have less engagement. I'm almost done a little bit. So top tips: never stop learning and trying new things. So Instagram is constantly changing. You have to be up to date on like all the things, and just make sure you're kind of like using everything that Instagram has to offer, because they want you to. They want you to be doing that, and they're going to favor your posts if you do that. This is kind of random, but giveaways on your feed and story, that can be huge. I have done both. I love doing giveaways on my story, and it's smart because you have to be tagged in that post, like tagged in their story, and then you can start a conversation from like them tagging you in your story. Obviously, you're going to get more engagement on the giveaways on your feed, just because you have more people looking at your feed. But both of them are important. I like both. And giveaways can do a lot for you, especially I personally usually always use my own money when it comes to giveaways. I think it's really important to give back in your business, and I like using my own money for that. Obviously, I'll partner with some companies, but usually when you partner with companies, they have to be like, a stipulation is they have to follow their account too. So just be aware of that. And like I said before, have captions already created for times you are in a rush. That's important, especially if you guys are busy. Like that's exactly what I had to do when I was in college and working full time. I had to plan all of my content for the most part on one day and have all my posts written out. But of course, like if things came to me, I would write them in my notes, but just always keeping your notes ready for you to go on a caption. My last thing for you guys is don't let your social media discourage you. And you guys, this can happen a lot. I don't use any third party like things to grow my social media whatsoever. So it is all organic. So I'm going to have weeks that, fall flat, and I'm going to have weeks that do great. So you have to learn from both. You have to learn from the weeks that do great, and you have to learn from the weeks that do bad and how you can do better. Running away from it isn't going to get you anywhere. So if you have I understand how you feel and you have a bad post and it gets no love whatsoever, that's okay. You cannot have a good week every week. You cannot have a good post every single week. That just doesn't, that wouldn't happen, because then the posts that do good wouldn't actually be good. So you have to think about it in that way, and just really stop getting in your own way when it comes to your social media. A lot of people, I wish I could tell you this huge secret how I grew my social media, how it happened. And the biggest thing I can tell you is everything I just told you right now. And that's exactly what I did. I just was smart about the way I was posting, and I learned as I went, and I didn't let a bad week stop me, and I just kept moving forward. And it definitely has not been easy, but I mean, if it was easy, everyone in the whole entire world would have, 100+ K millions of followers. So it's not something that is comparable either. Like, you are going to have maybe a slower growth than others. Like, you guys, my like up to 10K was slow. Up to 20K was slow. And then 20K to like 40K, like I was at 40K like 3 weeks ago, and now I'm at 47. And that's literally just because I've gotten better at what I've been doing, and my posts have gotten better. So just know that it's just a learning kind of curve you have to make, and it will come with time. But if you stop it and if you stop trying, that's when things will get hard. So I think that's all I have for you. I'll stop sharing. Oh, I don't know how to do this.
I have like so many notes. That was awesome. And
good. I'm glad it helped.
Yeah, everyone's like chatting that they're learning so much, and I had messages from people too saying that. So really exciting.
I can answer a couple quick questions.
Okay, yeah, I know you have to get going, but I was wondering if you follow any sort of like marketing plan. I know you pull a lot of your content from like personal development and everything like you shared about, but as far as like promoting a boot camp or a sneak peek, or when you do your call to actions, or is that mostly through stories, or in your feed, or kind of like what's your marketing strategy there?
So I actually get 100% of my clients and coaches right now from my stories. So I get really high engagement on my stories. I get like about 10,000 people viewing them, which I've worked super hard to get. And that's through me like telling people on my posts to kind of go engage with my stories, or something's on there. I will do call to actions obviously on my feed as well. It just kind of depends. And I just personally, like, I know that I'd rather put it on my story because I want my people from my feed to go to my story. But I always have a call to action, like literally on the first of the month, because I try to make success club the day of the first. So I always have that, and I usually switch it off. So I'm like focusing on recruiting coaches one week, and then my boot campers the next week, and I just kind of like switch it on and off. And you can see that throughout my stories. You can see if I'm trying to like kind of promote my boot campers or my coaches, and I just like sprinkle it in my stories. And then like usually I'll have like like a harder call to action, you could say, on my story. But I will probably do, for feed wise, I probably will post about like challengers once every 2 months, maybe, just depending. I will like be like, hey, like I have like randomly at the end of my captions, if I'm like relating it to like a transformation or something, I'll be like, go look at my story I have, and I'll purposely have like a call to action on my story. But most of the time, everything I do is on my stories.
Okay, cool. No, that's really helpful. And then we have a question about, did you ever use the 5-3-1 method to gain followers? Or, and then I would also add on to that, like, obviously you have new coaches now. What do you tell them to start doing right away to start growing their Instagram?
That's exactly what I tell them to do. So that's exactly what I used. Just like take 10 minutes out of your day to do that. And that's what I tell my new girls. But also at the same time, like I also am very heavily like, Instagram will favor you, and they will push your content out more if you do create better content. So I do try to help my girls, create better content. Like I'll help them with my first post. I'll help them I'll tell them what has worked for me, and what has worked for me is being very real. And like, I could never do like, I can sometimes do like, I'm looking for 10 hardworking, that kind of thing. But like, that's why ads also, like, I don't do ads because they do not work, like for me, because my it has to be in a very sincere, genuine way. And that's just kind of what's worked for me.
Okay. And then is there a reason you frequently post multiple pictures in one post? Is that just what your insights show work best for you? And then I know you also post a lot of like workout videos, and I was wondering if that's something that your followers really like, because I feel like that's really good value and free content for them when they come to your page and they can see all these like clips of workouts.
Yeah, that's a good point. I totally forgot about that. Actually, yes, if you post multiple, so Instagram is all about who's looking at your post longest. So that's why like creating good content is great because you're actually making them read a post and like they have to like physically bookmark a post and, you know, comment on it, and that's engaging with your post more. So if you have more pictures in your post, then they're looking at your post for longer, basically. So yes, it does help. Did you have a second question? Oh, the workout. I stopped doing workouts for a really long time because Instagram didn't have like the swipe feature, and I couldn't like post a pretty, you know, picture at first. I wanted my feed to be cohesive, stuff like that. And then I started doing it again. I average about like 2,000 bookmarks on my workout posts. So, and I mean, if it's a really good workout, so people are automatically just bookmarking those, and that just like kind of gets out into Instagram way better because that's what you do when you have a workout post, you just bookmark it. And those are easier posts for me. And yes, usually I do my own workouts just because I like creating my own workouts. But it's usually like very similar to Beachbody workouts. Like it's just like, you know, I'm just like kind of combining everything into one workout. So people at least know that this is like the style, what you can get from it, and you're showing like the different sides.
Yeah, no, I really like that. And then I know you have to like get going. But if there's any other like last minute questions, I had one really quick. So obviously, like you can speak to that whole, you know, the people that are worried about they're not having like this incredible transformation. Like you obviously have a transformation, but you know, the people that have already lost the weight or whatever, then sometimes I feel like they feel almost stuck because they're not like, they don't have a lot of X amount of weight to lose or whatever. Like, how do you feel like that's played a role in your social media, like not having?
So yeah, I like don't have like this huge transformation. So I really focused on like the mental transformation of it all. And I just focus on like my lifestyle. Like your lifestyle is way different, and like what this has given to you and how it's changed other people's lives and like the people around you. So I think it's really important not to get caught up in the physical transformation because yes, that's awesome, but like your body is still going to change like no matter what, and your body's going to always go through different phases. So just don't get caught up on that like transformations if you don't have it. Like I started coaching with literally no knowledge of Beachbody, none whatsoever. I was just willing to dive in. And I was willing to, you know, like kind of just learn as I go. And there's so much more than a transformation that this journey brings you. There's so many different aspects of it. So I think my advice would just to be kind of dig deeper into what this is doing for you.
Okay, cool. Is there any last minute questions? No? Okay, cool. If there are, then you guys can always let me know and I can ask Kelsey, but thank you so much. That was like incredible. I'm like excited. Like I want to just like dive into my Instagram now and like make these changes and just like learn more in the insights and everything. Oh, I don't even know wait, someone just asked something, but I honestly don't even know how to say that. Peoria? Like what is that?
Peoria. That's like my hometown, but I don't live there. I live a little bit outside it.
Okay, I think maybe she knows you or something.
Maybe.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. I'll post a recording.